The Senate President, Akpabio, has come under fire for one of his controversial statements again. Now, this is not the first time that he's been called out for saying something that Nigerians have referred to as controversial. If you remember, there was a time he did say to his fellow senators that they will receive prayers in their emails. He came under fire for that. More recently is when he said to Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan that the plenary is not a nightclub, and he was called out for it. Eventually, he came back to apologize. This time around, he's been called out for being insensitive to Nigerians. Let's take a look at this video.
MD, I want to thank you for what you said. You said, we are not interested in regime change. Let us own this government. Those who want to protest can protest, but let us be there eating. Am I right? I must thank Niger Delta.
Now, he made a statement at the Niger Delta Ethnic Nationalities Youth and Women Group Sensitization Conference in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. And many Nigerians, especially on X, have not found it funny, as he's been criticized of being insensitive to the plight of Nigerians who ordinarily would not want to protest, but are forced to protest because that they are not comfortable with the way that things have been run in the country. A number of them not being able to afford the basic necessities of life, such as food. Nigerians have reacted on X, and the new hashtag trending, in addition to the initial demands for or by the protesters, is hashtag Akpabio must go. Let's look at some of the tweets on X that have detailed the complaints of Nigerians. Awa Alabura says, Akpabio spoke down on Senator Natasha, Senator Ireti, and so many other senators. He apologized and we accepted. He spoke down on the market women and men involved in the fire accident. He apologized again, we accepted. Akpabio has now made a joke of Nigerian protesters and masses. We do not want an apology. We want resignation. Hashtag Akpabio must go. Away from Hawa, we have Trude Namdi, who says, Akpabio launched 10,000 youth beneficiary scheme in the 9 states of Niger Delta. They will be paid 50,000 naira every month by the NDDC. Why are they disbursing all this money now? Periodic giveaway can never take a country out of economic depression. Away from that, we have Aisha Yusufu, who says, Dear Senators, it is time to impeach Akpabio. It is still one of you that will replace him as Senate President. You will not encounter any resistance. Away from that, the next tweet says, from Usman Zana, he says, Akpabio's disdain for struggling Nigerians and his ineptitude as Senate President are clear. His mocking attitude and poor performance are unacceptable. It's time for him to step down. Hashtag Akpabio must go. The next tweet from talking about this is still Hawa Alabura, who says, Chief Senator Godswill Obot Akpabio, CON. We are giving you 10 days to resign. We are tired. Nigerian Senate chamber is not a motor park. It was never won. It can never be won. Enough is enough. The 10 days, of course, indicating the 10 days of the protest starting from today. This says, this man's resignation is our number request on the protest list. He has mocked us enough, starting from sending prayers to their inbox and making mockery of allowing the poor to breathe. Now he'll be eating while we are protesting. I believe he's making reference to a certain clip where he acted like he was moving in motion, asking, for the poor to breathe, and many people did not find it funny. The role of a Senate President is a hallowed role. The number 3 person, if anything happens to our President, our Vice President, that is our President. So it's important and imperative that he is conscious and careful of the way that he carries himself, of the things that he says, because every action will be interpreted to be in support or against the Nigerian people. And right now, he's not in their good graces.